Hello, New Orleans Saints fans. I am Todd Graffinini, and it is time for the postgame show presented by Verizon. The New Orleans Saints are on the board in the win column in the preseason, defeating the Jacksonville Jaguars in the newly renovated Caesars Superdome. The final score, 23-21. The New Orleans Saints this close to holding the Jaguars out of the end zone, but a couple of late touchdowns got Jacksonville within a couple of points. A successful two-point conversion got them to within a field goal, but the Saints were able to run the clock out and put the victory away. Pretty solid game overall for the Saints, despite what happened in the fourth quarter. Obviously, very early on, it was the Jameis Winston to Marquez Callaway show with a couple of spectacular touchdowns early on in the first quarter. It was a 42-yarder to Callaway, despite being interfered with the entire time. I actually was in the newly renovated end zone suites in the north end zone, in the Poydras Street end zone, and I had a tremendous look at it. Callaway, again, was being interfered with basically the entire final 15 yards of that route and still was able to come through with an incredible catch. And then a couple of series later, another spectacular catch by Callaway down the left sideline in the end zone, just getting that foot in. And I tell you, Jameis Winston was very, very sharp. He went 9 for 10, 123 yards, those two touchdowns to Callaway. And Sean Payton, well, just to borrow a Sean Payton line, he'd seen enough. He got him out of there. He got Callaway out of there. And then we saw Taysom Hill really for an extended period of time. He actually played the entire second quarter and into the third quarter as well. And Sean Payton was rewarded. Hill, after a pretty slow start, was able to get back on track and got himself a touchdown to lil'jordan, who had a very big night as well. Also got a new kicker. Also got a long field goal from the new kicker, Rosas, starter at the end of the first half. Of course, later on missed an extra point, but still we saw him with a big leg at the indoor facility at the Ochsner Sports Performance Center, making a 54-yarder during practice, and he made the 52-yarder with room to spare. Now you got to talk about the Saints defense. Look, again, despite what happened in the fourth quarter, really garbage time, garbage yards. Now the coaching staff isn't going to think that way, but the Saints held the Jaguars out of the end zone until 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I thought the stats were a little misleading. I thought the Saints put pressure on their quarterbacks all night long, specifically Trevor Lawrence, who I thought showed a lot of poise from, really his just second time in the NFL last week against Cleveland, tonight in the Dome against the Saints, and then Gardner Minshew. But I thought the Saints defensive line put pressure on the Jacksonville quarterbacks most of the night, just really never able to get to them. And that extended some drives, even though early on the Saints defense really held Jacksonville at bay. A big sack by Jalen Dalton on Trevor Lawrence, holding them out of the end zone. And then, of course, they missed a field goal off the right upright. That was big to keep Jacksonville at 3 points right before halftime. And then again, the Saints got that long field goal from Rosas right before half ended to go into the locker room at 17-3. So you had a couple of touchdown passes from Winston to Callaway. The defense nearly pitched a shutout against the Jaguars in the first half. So all in all, I think a pretty solid effort all the way around. And of course, Hill came in. Trevor Siemian also played quarterback for the Saints. He was able to run the clock out after a couple of drives that stalled. That allowed Jacksonville to get on the board as well. So, it's really the best of both worlds. If you're Sean Payton and the coaching staff, you saw a lot of good things. And then in the fourth quarter, you saw some things that are definitely teachable, coachable. So the coaches aren't going to be really that satisfied despite the win. Of course, you want to win every game you play. And the Saints were able to get that win here tonight, 23-21. It was great to be in the Caesars Superdome. It was great to see the fans in there. Again, it had been a couple of years since we've had fans in the Dome. And I know they were very excited. Again, I was able to be on the field pretty much the entire ball game. And it was pretty loud in there in that first quarter, especially those 2 touchdowns to Callaway that really got the fans into it. Now, if you are privy to the reports that we heard before the game, does Sean Payton announce the starting quarterback before next Saturday's preseason game? I should say this Saturday's preseason game against the Arizona Cardinals. So we're going to be right back across the street in the Dome in 5 days, if you can believe it. Does Sean Payton announce a starting quarterback, or does he wait until after the Arizona game and then announce the quarterback prior to the Green Bay game? Remember, after the game on Saturday against Arizona, it's going to be 2 full weeks before that season opener on September 12th against the Green Bay Packers. So Sean Payton really doesn't have to do anything. It will be interesting to see, though, if he does, and whoever the starter might be, if they start to get those reps, all the reps, when you're talking about practice. You've got another week of preparation here, or a few days before Arizona, and then 2 full weeks of preparation before the Green Bay Packer game. So, again, we're waiting for Sean Payton to head to the podium. Then after coach talks, we'll throw it back into the locker room, into the media locker room where John DeShazier, my partner, is. He will give you his thoughts on the game, and then we'll hear from select players as we continue with the Verizon postgame show here as the Saints defeat the Jacksonville Jaguars. First game in the Dome in 2 years, 23-21 is the final score. And the Saints open the season September 12th against the Green Bay Packers, and it's on the road for a couple of games as well. And then they'll give the fans a chance to really settle in and get back into the Dome in full throat. But it was really good to see him here tonight, as we just mentioned. So again, we're waiting for head coach Sean Payton to come to the podium. And last week in Baltimore, he was able to come to the podium pretty quickly. I think now back in the Dome, a little bit more of a different situation. You could see both teams on the field after the game. And it probably took a little bit longer for the teams to get back into their respective locker rooms. I can tell you, again, being in the Dome for the first time, it was really good to see those brand new end zone suites in the Poydras end zone, the north end zone of the new Caesars Superdome. And I happened to be in suite number 6 for that first touchdown pass from Jameis Winston to Marquez Callaway. And I can tell you from firsthand experience, if you ever have a chance to get into one of those end zone suites, by all means, do it. You can literally reach out and touch the players. You are so close to the action. Again, I had a great view of that touchdown pass. I was able to interview J.B. Smoove of Curb Your Enthusiasm fame, Saturday Night fame, who, again, is the actual Caesar, who he's the representative for Caesars. He came in. He was an outstanding interview. I hope you got to watch the pregame show. Aaron Summers was able to interview him as well for the pregame show presented by Sanderson Farms. So it was a great night to be in the Dome. And again, always nice to see the Saints get a victory, no matter if it's preseason, regular season. Always fun to get more points than the other team. Again, we're waiting for head coach Sean Payton here at the podium. This is professional time killing here, folks, in case you have not figured this out. But I called baseball for a very long time, and I'm used to filling time. So here we go. What else can we pull out? If you saw the new cutouts in the Superdome, more of the renovations, you had cutouts from the terrace and the loge, or the club section, each of the 4 corners. And that led to a little more opening of the concourses where you can walk through, stand, put your favorite beverage on a table, and you're able to watch the action. Now, those of you recall the old Superdome configuration, you were not able to do that. You could do an entire loop around whatever section you might have been in, be it loge, club, or terrace. In the plaza, you could see. But when you're going around the loge and the terrace, now you'll be able to watch the action even if you're doing loops around. All right, let's go to Sean Payton at the podium.
I thought we had good energy. I don't know how many defensively we had them 3 and out. We had some explosive plays. we felt like, just from a scheme standpoint, we were going to have to throw the ball early. It's kind of a heavy front that plays the run pretty well. And I thought a number of guys played well. And, hitting those big plays early on, I think helped loosen things up. But overall, I was pleased. And then, of course, you start the second half and maybe you get down in some spots position-wise. Some guys had to play more. But we'll get a chance tomorrow morning, come in, look at the tape, and kind of go from there. No, listen, we did, and we saw it last year. I feel like, we saw it last year. We saw a lot of it last year, and I think that's a player that began to gain confidence at the end of the season, and it's carried over into this season. Yeah. Yep.
What did you like from Jameis?
Just the explosives. I thought, they pressured him on one play, and he was able to kind of quick switch protection, get into a route for a touchdown. I thought there were some real good exposures there early on, and I thought we handled it well.
How much more do you feel like you need to see from the quarterback?
Yeah, we'll see. I'll keep you posted.
I mean, like in general, is this a...
Yeah, I don't have a time frame though. I'll give you, like, when we know what direction we're going, we'll let you guys know, and we're not going to, try to anticipate saying, hey, it's going to be midweek or next week. That's, I think, the best way for us to handle it, and it's kind of how we've always handled something like this. But I was pleased with not just the quarterbacks. I was pleased with how we played as a team for the most part.
John, I know preseason games are just part of the formula, but how important is it to see Jameis perform this way?
Listen, it's important to see all. I think I just finished telling them, it's a team game, but we're always updating our resume. We're constantly, all of this film doesn't disappear. You're always trying to put your best foot forward and create that value for yourself, as a teammate, as a player that has a role, whether it's in the kicking game or whether it's on offense or defense, whether it's for depth. I mean, that's something that, there is a sense of urgency for these guys.
Especially with Marquez Callaway, it feels like he's kind of taking big steps with his hand.
Yeah, look, those guys played quite a bit of snaps. We'll see how he did on tape. He's healthy, and he's going to be important to us.
Are you feeling a little bit more confident in the, say, corners like Crawley and Debo? Seem like the second straight week they were able to play.
Yeah, we'll look at the tape, and we've got good competition there. Yeah, if you look, that everyone in his group, phase 2, again, we're counting reps. We're not looking at the quarters, snap wise. And I think it kind of went like we planned. There were a couple positions where we were a little light, and guys had to play more. All right, thank you.
Without seeing the film, but I think just like any other game, I think there's plays that I'd like to have back, and I think there was some good stuff that we did, and enough there to continue to build on and get ready for the season.
Were you glad you were able to stay on this? finish with the touchdown drive and kind of get into it.
Yeah. No, that was good. I'm glad that I got to start the second half, and it was good to get out there and get in rhythm and get things rolling. It was cover zero, just one-on-one matchup outside. LJ is such a big body that when you see press man outside and cover zero, it's kind of a no-brainer. You love that matchup, and just give him an opportunity to go make a play, and he did.
It seemed like he had some drops in the week of practice. Was it good just to see him battle back and squeeze?
LJ? Man, I love throwing LJ. I think he's had a really good camp. I think he's had really good preseason. So I don't remember any specific drops. Maybe he did. I don't know. But LJ's a guy that I trust, that I love throwing the ball to. He fights for you. Big target. So man, I'm not surprised with the way that he played. I love playing with him. I love taking reps with him.
How easy are you for a decision?
Yeah, I mean, this goes back to what we've discussed all camp. You control what you can control, and that's it.
I don't think it's very involved tonight, but seeing Callaway make the type of plays he did on the ball, it seems like you guys have a lot of just trust in him to make a play.
For sure. Yep. I think, this is the same story that we've seen all camp. I think that Callaway's a guy that continues to get better and better every day. And talk about a guy that you look out and you see a one-on-one matchup, and man, you love creating opportunities for him, and he continues to showcase what he can do, making plays on the ball. That was a heck of a catch that he had tonight, and this is stuff that we've seen in training camp, so it's nice to see that stuff, translate in a game setting.
It's unusual to see such a young player playing at that level of confidence.
Yeah, I guess maybe. I think that there are special dudes. I think that Marquez is one of those guys that's really talented. He knows he's good, and man, the more opportunity you give him, the more he thrives. And I didn't watch him play a ton in college. I suspect that's what he did there too. So it just feels like there's not an opportunity that's too big for him. There's not a situation that's not too big for him, and you create it for him, and he steps up. Good. Thanks, guys.
Probably the first one. Yeah, that one kind of hurt. I tried to tell them on the side, but they said as long as I caught it, that's all that matters. So, but personally, I'll say the first one.
I mean, did you actually try to lay out for that, or were you just kind of falling and kept track of the ball?
Probably falling, kept track. Running, I got thrown off balance a little bit, and then on the way down, I was trying to keep track of it. So, just tracking and concentration.
Sean mentioned that your confidence seems to be sky high right now. Do you feel that? Do you feel like your confidence is just growing every day you go out there?
Mm-hmm. I think that every day we go out there, I know I go out there every day and try to, say it's a new day, another day to get better, another day to improve on something that I need to improve on. And in practice, we go against all the DBs, all the receivers push us. So every day in practice, we're getting pushed. We're getting better every day. Even if we have a bad day at practice, it's something to learn from. So no bad day is really a bad day, especially if you're learning from it. And game time is just happened to show tonight. So I'm excited for it. I'm happy. The team's happy. I know everybody else is happy. But tomorrow, we got to go watch the film, see what we did good, see what we did bad, and get back to it.
For you, a lot of people can focus on the two deep balls, which are obviously great plays, but it seems like you can catch kind of everybody because you caught 5 passes. 3 of them had nothing to do with being deep ball. How do you feel like that you can kind of run and be successful in every way? That's kind of that's
Well, coaches, receiver coach, Pete, everybody try to put us in the best situation, whether that's deep balls, whether that's trying to, I guess what I'm trying to say is trying to play to everybody's strengths. So putting us in situations, putting us in positions, the quarterback's going to make the play no matter who it is. They just giving us the opportunity to go make it. And the play's out there, and we just have to make them. And that's what we've been doing. Well, if playing receiver, you know, we're getting paid to catch. That's what we do, run routes and catch. So if it touches our hands, then we got to do what we can to come down. Whether that's an arm, a leg, 2 hands, 1 hand, we just got to come down with the ball no matter what. Because coach is not going to hear that, especially CJ. That's what I did earlier when I walked in. Yeah, that was me.
We know that Jameis has that big arm, but how much does that energize receivers, help an offense that those plays are giving some of the defense to be ready for it?
I think every receiver wants the big play, the big deep ball, the 30-yard, 20-yard passes, but really we take those when we can. So we inch by inch, play by play, we focus on one play, run, pass, and we do what we can to set up the big plays. So once that happens, then I think we'll be unstoppable.
How comfortable do you feel like the offense ran with Jameis? 9 of 10, I mean, two score drives, 3 drives. How comfortable do you feel like the offense was?
I think it went well. Like I said, coaches put us in the best situation where they think we can make a play, and that's exactly what happened today. Coach called the plays, Jameis executed, and he put the ball where we were supposed to be. And all we got to do is either receiver-wise, run, block, make the catch, and running backs was on their thing today. So we just do what we can, do our job, and everything else take care of itself.
Did you know you had a shot by coming the first one on the safety bit on the over route?
I did not. I was just trying to run my route and open it up for Deontay. But when I seen the ball, I kind of seen the backside safety come over, and that's when I kind of fell. But, I mean, it happened for the good, and we'll take the touchdown.
On that first and the second one, did you know you had one-on-one the whole way?
Oh, yes. The coverage that was in, cover 0, Jameis changed the route at the line, and we just connected on that.
Did you get a chance to chat with yourself on after this game? People blowing you up pretty good?
Yeah, it's still going right now, but it's on Do Not Disturb right now. I called my mom and my dad right before the meeting and was talking to them. So I'll probably call them again when I leave here, when I get home. So soak it all in right now and enjoy the night. It's a victory. It's always good to win, and prepare for next week.
Did you get a good look at the highlights?
No, not yet. Not yet, but I have a feeling I'll be watching it tonight. So.
You were saying earlier that the first one hurt more. Were you saying like when you fell to catch it, or just like the pass itself?
When I failed to catch it.
Okay, because when the pass itself like came out, I was like, geez, that came out like a rocket. Like
It was. I said everybody know Jameis got a big arm, you know. So Jameis, he's gonna throw it to where we can make a play. That's what he did with me. That's what he did with not LJ. That's what Taysom did with LJ. So, like I said, they put the ball, they throw it, we catch it. That's all it is.
You kind of talked about like enjoying the moment, what's happening. It's kind of your approach to this opportunity for you right now with Mike Drake on being hurt. Just kind of enjoying the moment and then start clean the next day.
Right. I think that's the best way to look at everything. I know it sucks not having the guys out. Everybody, like all the injured guys, it sucks not having them out there. I know they want to be out there bad, but they got to do their job to get better so they can be out there. You know, I hate for them to come back and have something re-aggravated and have to miss some more games or miss more time. So I know they're doing what they can to come back. And as a myself, I think I do try to enjoy the moment. Just come every day, knowing the opportunities there, and going out there and trying to show the guys that, you know, we're here for a reason, and that's what we plan on not going nowhere. So, thank you.
Was that you singing Vanessa
Sing away.
Vanessa Carlton? No comment?
Yeah, that's a good comment.
Ross did hear you trying to figure out what song for
Hmm?
earlier. He was singing with that Carlton.
Quiz was?
He didn't say.
Well,
She did. You can start from right now.
no, we don't have the same playlist.
So evaluate your night. Obviously, 2 scoring drives, and I mean, you missed 1 throw. I mean, what's up with that?
I know I missed the easiest throw of the night, so just got to get better. I'm gonna continue to get better on accuracy on the second reads and my progressions, knowing who I'm throwing to. I can't miss Tony there.
Otherwise, though, I mean, ones obviously,
Oh yeah,
those went well, right?
right. No, the biggest thing is we got to win. So I mean that's a big weight off your back when you get a win. So it's the same, man. I got to give God all the glory. Like I haven't started a football game in so long, man. So I was so excited to just get an opportunity to start and lead the pack, man. It was exciting, and the rhythm was great. Offensive line was phenomenal, and we had guys like Quez making plays all night, man. You gotta love that.
I know the entire body of work counts throughout training camp. This is actually your first inset or start as the Saints quarterback. Is it important to step up in opportunities like this?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's what made Quez so phenomenal. Like every time the lights turn on, he does an amazing job, and I'm just happy that the Lord blessed me to take advantage of this opportunity. But as we all know, we got another game next week, so we're gonna cherish that tonight and move on to Arizona.
Jameis, did you change something on the second touchdown when you saw they were playing there?
Yeah, I just gave him a nice little signal. I like the matchup there. He went and made a heck of a play. He caught a wing and got his knee in. So that's always fun. Like I think anytime you have 0, you want to try to beat it.
On that first one, I did playing coverage 3.
Yeah, the safety cut. So again, got pass interference, made a great play. So just try my best to give him opportunities, and God bless him with some unique abilities as well. And we got an offensive line that's holding up firm in the middle. Good things happen.
Callaway, the first read on that first touchdown pass?
Absolutely. I mean, as soon as I saw that the safety cut, I'm letting it go. Making sure that the backside corner isn't really gonna make a play on that ball. It just showed great concentration by him, finishing through on that catch.
It seems like you knew where you wanted to go immediately. That's why I asked about, like, there's no hesitation or
Oh man, I don't like missing those opportunities.
How important is it for you to stretch the field? You know, when you get into those plus situations, you just have the opportunity to take a shot and you take advantage of it. You know, how important is that throughout the course of the game to put you in such an advantage?
I think it's a great part of the rhythm of the game. Obviously, completion is the only thing that matters. You want to try to stretch the field, but if you're not completing it, it kind of messes up the rhythm of the game. So, like I said, you can't miss out on those opportunities when they're there. We had Callaway made 2 incredible plays tonight when they were there, and that's big. It turned out real huge in our favor.
There's a lot of people when they talk about Callaway that they started to see it like late last year.
Oh yeah.
But like, it seems like this training camp has been a whole other level from last year. How would you just describe that progression?
I think he's just an incredible football player, right? Like the guy was undrafted, right? So who missed out on that guy, right? I'm happy that we were able to get him. Just speaks volumes of our organization and how they see talent. And the thing about him, man, is just his excitement. When he's out there, like you could tell, like it's like we're playing little league football out there together. He loves it so much, man. He's having so much. He has no energy. I mean, he has no fear in his heart. He has elite energy, and he's out there playing football. So it's fun to have teammates out there that see the game the same way that you see it and just really love taking advantage of these opportunities.
You turned the pregame speech from Mario kind of into a cold response session there a little bit. You really walked in with it. How in those situations?
Well, like I said last week, I'm feeling what he's saying, right? Because he's speaking to all of us, and sometimes like he's speaking to my soul, right? So I'm just letting him know that I hear him and that I'm with him. So that's just a way that I show my support for him, and I'm looking him right in his eye the entire time.
How would you feel about your risk versus reward calculations, even on those long touchdowns? It didn't really look like the defenders tried to play on the ball.
I think I was really good on decisions. Like I said, I just got to get better with accuracy. Have some balls that I really would like to have back that would be big completions for us. In particular, that one ball I threw to the right that was low on Deontay. I just got to continue to work and get better. Like I said, I'm focused on execution. Like, so as long as I'm executing the right way, my eyes are in the right place, and I'm making the right decisions, I can live with it.
90% okay though.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But we can be 100, right, and get better.
Starting a game is obviously like really important for you, right? And like, how did
Absolutely.
what was last night like? Just knowing you got this opportunity,
I was just thankful, right? Like these opportunities don't come, too often, right? Like I said, a whole year of not starting a football game, right? Like I said, like that's what I said in our prayer, our team prayer. Like I was like, Lord, just thank you for this opportunity, and I was just blessed. I'm blessed that I was able to go out there, have a good game, and honor Him, like because He's the one that did it. The Lord did it for me, and I missed it. I missed it, man. I missed going out there and leading the pack. Like that's fun. That's fun stuff.
James, pregame, the drill you do with the balls, is that a velocity drill with the windmill and the ball where it's kind of curved?
Yes. It's just Tom House method. We don't. Well, he would say we don't throw to warm up. We warm up to throw. So that's just a little pregame that my quarterback coach and I structured. I haven't been able to do that because I ain't been starting, right? So it's just a different plan to do that. So it was a sight. Man. I'm good. All right, thank you.
Jalen, who's it like out there in the field when you get to play a football game and before the Preseason game to football game tonight?
Yeah, it's definitely been a journey. One I'm taking day by day, rep by rep, trying to get better each play. The game is the opportunity to come out and show what I've done in practice, and just another step. It's nice to be out there again, making some plays. I'm leaving plays out there though. Just got to clean up on some stuff, and then just get back to work.
Do you feel like the practice momentum is carried over into this game?
For sure. Practice is, I don't know, I feel like the practice be harder than the games, to be honest. So like we're having just that intensity and then just straining so much in practice and seeing all the blocks we're seeing come game time, it just make the game time that much easier. I just got to clean up some stuff to really just put that trust in myself, have that trust within my defense as well, so that I can make them plays. Just some blocks, some blocking schemes. Just got to play my technique a little better, clean up some stuff with footwork as well. For sure. We got a nice little rotation going. I think coaches, they just want to see who's going to take over that spot and see who they can put that trust in and take over the spot while David's out. With me, I'm trying to, like I say, it's been a while since I played, so I'm just taking everything that I'm getting, trying to work what I work, just get back in that mode.
And like, how are you specifically looking at this? Knowing that David's going to be out.
It's opportunity for me, honestly. Like I say, it's just a big thing with trust. Your teammates got to trust in you to be there and make plays. Opportunity though.
I'm sure I can look this up, but how much of your history or how much of what you're doing right
Yeah.
Has that always been a big part of your?
Yeah, I think that's one thing, like dating back to college, just starting as an end, moving to a 3 technique, having guys out, having to play that nose, has me very versatile to play in these different positions. Just the attribute to my game, really. Once again, got to see different blocks at different positions or whatever and know what I can work and can't work at certain spots. Wherever they need me, honestly. Never could have a preference in this, It's just a great opportunity to actually be on a team, be able to play a game, make plays.
Speaking of being versatile, Payton played on the edge a little bit. What's that like, just looking at him outside?
It's different. It's different. Really, it has no, let's see. It's no different, honestly. I'm playing my position, I'm playing 3 technique. I'm focusing on what I got to focus on. It's different to have him out there, but no big difference.
What does that say, though, about, Nielsen and everybody just using all of you to the best of your ability regardless of where you are?
For sure. I think, like, with David being on the outside and then him not playing 3 tech, and then we got our great rotation with the 3 guys that we have in, he's just trying to see who's going to take over that spot, really. Yeah.
She mentioned Red Nielsen. What has he meant to you? What do you see that he does so well? Because he has a pretty good track record now of getting a lot of defense.
For sure. He recruited me in college. Still has that same intensity, still want the most out of his guys, still teaching violence, nastiness, dominant tackle play, dominant inside play. And then he's big on stopping the run and then having some fun for pass rush. So I think that's when, like, different positions come in hand and being so versatile comes into hand.
Jalen, is there any level of chemistry that you need to have with the linebackers when they're blitzing or that when they're stuck? Is that something you guys got to get together?
For sure. That's what everybody knowing the defense. Big thing with trust, knowing you're going to be in that spot. We got our plays and all that. And if everybody do their job, then it shouldn't be any miscommunication right there.
If I remember right, you have a sack for a 9-yard loss, and then the next play, the field goal hit the upright. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
What's that feeling like for you when you see the ball hit the upright right after you put them back 9 yards? You get the feedback on that.
Once again, you just gotta make the plays that come to you. It's nice to have a big 3rd down stop, pass rush. We stopped the run, had some fun on 3rd down. It was nice to have that opportunity. Big play, changes momentum. No touchdown, no field goals. That's a win-win for us.
I know you guys have watched film tonight, obviously, but just kind of good reaction from tonight. What's the third preseason game where you think the now does?
We could be better. I know it was last week we had some scrambles get out on us. This week, I think early in the game, we had a scramble by Trevor Lawrence to get out, which is on me. I was supposed to get out and have that contained. We're just talking about plays I done missed out on. We're getting good push on the inside. Well, we can always be better. We always need to just take that step, work our move, and then, yeah, it's still early on. We're still trying to get things together, work out the kinks.
Do you ever kind of find it funny that you ended up here, as you're saying, Nielsen recruited you, and weren't you and Chicago like 1-2 on like every area?
Yeah.
Recruiting us at one point.
Yeah, for sure. Me and Shy, we grew up about 15 minutes apart. High school rivals. Nielsen recruited both of us. Yeah, and then I played in North Carolina. Nielsen was coaching at NC State. But yeah, I forgot the question really. But
I was just saying, you were kind of funny when it appeared like this.
oh, for sure. I think about that. I think about that all the time. I think about it all the time. But after that first little wave of it, it's like you just become blessed and just thankful. For sure. For sure. How the cookie crumbles. But I appreciate y'all.
All right, you have heard from all the players. You have heard from head coach Sean Payton here on the postgame show presented by Verizon. Saints with a 23-21 victory in the preseason over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Again, you heard from Marquez Callaway, you heard from Taysom Hill, you heard from Jameis Winston, you just heard from Jalen Dalton. So just a lot to take in. You know, it was especially interesting just to listen to Jalen Dalton and how humble he is. And, of course, he had that big sack that kept Jacksonville out of the end zone. He was able to sack Trevor Lawrence. And, of course, the field goal, one of the great sounds in all of sport, the football doinking off an upright, which we heard tonight in the Poydras Street end zone of the Caesars Superdome. So, again, Saints get a win. You heard Jameis Winston talk about, that's a big thing for him just to get a win, even though it's the preseason. Also thought it was interesting to hear Jameis Winston talk about how long it's been since he started a football game. So he really, really relished the opportunity there. And, of course, Marquez Callaway, who's just having one whale of a training camp / preseason. Of course, the first drive against Baltimore a week ago, and then what we saw tonight in just the first quarter against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Marquez Callaway is really starting to establish himself here as WR1 right now, obviously with Michael Thomas coming back from the ankle injury, and Traquan Smith has been hurt most of camp. So Marquez Callaway has taken the most of this opportunity, and he has vaulted himself really to a go-to guy in that wide receiver spot. So that's going to wrap it up for tonight. When, again, the team will go back. It'll be a workout tomorrow, really like a walkthrough like they had on Sunday after the Baltimore game. Then they'll take Wednesday off, and they're back at practice. We'll see how hard they go on Thursday. Then a walkthrough on Friday, and they're right back in the Caesars Superdome on Saturday night at 7 o'clock to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Then all the preseason is over, and then you can focus on the Green Bay Packers on September 12th. I want to thank everybody for watching tonight. I want to thank the crew, and it was a fun night to be back in the Dome. I am Todd Graffanini. We will see you on Saturday, myself and John DeShazer and Aaron Summers, for another edition of the pregame show. And then, of course, after the preseason game against the Cardinals, we'll be back for another postgame show. Hope everybody had a great night, and enjoy the rest of your evening.